What's up with you guys? The Real Chick coming at you with another video. Trump is getting rid of transgender inmates in prisons. He's sending them back to where they came from. I'm gonna show this little clip real quick. This clip is from Irene Britt USA on YouTube. Check it out.
And some of the most absurd takes I have heard is in relation to federal prisons. Unfortunately, these executive orders only apply to federal prisons. So when we talk about Shakopee in Minnesota, the women-only prison, this will not apply to that prison. We know that women in that prison are suffering at the moment because they are literally forced to share showers with sex offenders. But it will apply to the Washington Correction Center, WCCW. This prison is currently involved in a lawsuit where a female former inmate alleges that she was assaulted by a 6'4" male who was moved into her prison, and she was forced to share a cell with him. Oh, and by the way, this person is a convicted sex offender, deliberately endangering women, deliberately putting women in harm's way, all in the name of inclusion, all in the name of identity. So it will apply to this male inmate, Christopher Scott Williams, who was in the men's prison to begin with. So don't give me any of that, oh no, these vulnerable women are being moved to the men's prison. Many of them were in the men's prison already. And because of some silly Biden-Harris policy, they moved them to the women's prison. So now we have transgender prisoners claiming to be in fear, claiming that their life is in danger. Because if you are male, you are going to be put in the men's prison. It's as simple as that. So now there's a panic, there's concern. But the transgender inmates, a concern that was never shown towards the female inmates who have to share cells with these men, and men who have been convicted of crimes against women and children, by the way. No one showed as much concern for the women as they're showing for these transgender inmates, who they are calling vulnerable.
All 29 federal female prisons in the United States allow male criminals who identify as women to be incarcerated. This practice began back in the early 2010s under the Obama-Biden administration, and the DOJ even released a transgender offender manual in 2012. Wow, great use of time and money.
So there you have it, folks. Her little take on it. This is a pretty good take, you know. They're sending these, transgender inmates back to male prisons. They're sending them back. They're saying, you know what? That's where they came from in the first place. You know what I mean? They came from male prison. And most of them, the majority of them, they still have their male parts. You know what I mean? Probably 99% of them still have their male parts, you know what I'm saying? And they sent them to these female prisons. And if you just do a search, a simple Google search, I'm just doing right now, a simple Google search will show you all of the cases where these dudes, who are dudes, took advantage of their fellow inmates. Man posing as transgender woman raped female prisoner. Lawsuit. Female prisoner says she was raped by transgender inmate. The Guardian. Transgender prisoner who sexually assaulted inmates. Priya Resource Center. Female prisoner says she was raped by transgender. Fox. Third strike trans rape suspect prompted rebellion against California. The Guardian. Trans woman found guilty of rape moved to men's prison. Just goes on and on. CNN. Trans women are still incarcerated with men. But it's putting... I'm not going to click on that. That's fake news anyway. But it's all over, man. It's all over for these transgender. They're going back to men's prison where they belong. Okay? You have a penis, you belong at a male institution. If you don't have a penis, that's a different thing. Okay, but if you still have a penis, then you got to go back to a male prison. You can't sit in a female prison. I covered this in my last video. It's called Trans Inmate Impregnates, where this dude impregnated his cellie and then raped the next cellies that he had. It's pretty bad. So yeah, it's all downhill from here. Thank God Trump is putting these people back where they belong. All right. Anyways, with that being said, the real shit. I'm out of here.